Imagine a brotherhood so profound that it has shaped the course of history, yet so discreet that its true nature remains a mystery to many. Well, this is Freemasonry, a centuries-old fraternal order that has counted among its members some of the most influential figures in world history, from George Washington to Winston Churchill. Freemasonry is affectionately known to us Masons as the craft, and it has long been a beacon for men seeking a transformative journey of personal growth, ethical development, and spiritual enlightenment, and the opportunity to make a lasting impact on the world. My name is Brother Darren Allatt, and I hold the right worshipful rank of past Senior Grand Warden, and over the last 17 years, I have been studying and practicing Freemasonry, and I'm sharing what I have learned and discovered so that you too can learn the timeless lessons and principles that Freemasonry has to offer. So in this edition of Daily Masonic Progress, I'm going to share a brief history of Freemasonry, what it actually is, and the significance of the 3 degrees, as well as the general structure of how degree ceremonies work. Now, in order to understand the history of Freemasonry, we have to realize that it has long been shrouded in mystery. Formally, Freemasonry can trace our history back approximately 700 years, which is based upon the Regis manuscript, one of the oldest known Masonic documents. And this places our documented origins around the medieval period. And it is said that it likely evolved from the guilds of stonemasons who built the great cathedrals and castles of Europe. However, Masonic tradition and speculation push our origins back much further. Some Masonic scholars suggest that the roots of Freemasonry can actually be traced all the way back to the actual building of King Solomon's Temple around 950 BC. And whilst this connection today still remains, but it is largely symbolic and allegorical, it underscores the deep philosophical and spiritual heritage that Freemasonry draws upon. But over the centuries, Freemasonry has evolved from an organization of operative stonemasons, actual stoneworkers, to what we know today as a speculative craft, where the tools and practices of stonemasonry are used as allegories and symbols for moral and spiritual development. This transition allowed Freemasonry to attract members from all walks of life, including notable figures throughout history, many men of science, of art, of business, and of politics, and many ordinary men like you and me. But despite this passage of time and enormous social and technological change, the core principles and teachings of Freemasonry have remained remarkably consistent. And this continuity offers Masons access to timeless wisdom that remains relevant in our modern world and provides a bridge between the ancient traditions and our contemporary life. So now that we understand the history of Freemasonry, what exactly is it? Well, it is a fraternity that's dedicated to the brotherhood of man under the fatherhood of God. It is not a religion nor a substitute for religion. Instead, Freemasonry is a philosophy, and it is defined as a peculiar system of morality, veiled in allegory and illustrated by symbols. And this peculiar system of morality underscores Freemasonry's unique educational approach. The term peculiar means unique or special, and it refers to the distinctive way that Freemasonry imparts its moral lessons. And this system ingeniously uses the practical craft of stonemasonry as an extended metaphor for personal and spiritual development. But the peculiarity of Freemasonry lies in its use of both symbols as well as allegories. Symbols in Freemasonry are where each Masonic item or emblem or symbol carries both an operative, which is a practical, and a speculative or philosophical explanation. For example, the 24-inch gauge or 2-foot rule has an operative use in dividing and measuring and breaking down stone into smaller pieces. And speculatively, it teaches Freemasons the philosophical lesson dividing their time wisely between service to your deity, your family, your work, as well as rest. And it emphasizes the importance of balance in life. But what about these allegories? They often draw from historical events and biblical narratives or architectural symbolism and provide a rich tapestry of meaning for Masons to explore and interpret. The overarching allegory of Freemasonry is about the building of King Solomon's Temple. And today, Freemasons build the temple, and where the temple refers to yourself, your life, your family, your work, and your lodge. But really, building the temple is a metaphor that can be applied for anything that you want to build or achieve. And at its heart, Freemasonry provides a way for good men to become excellent Masons through moral and spiritual development, encouraging Masons to practice brotherly love, relief, and truth in all aspects of their lives. Every Freemason is united in their desire to be of service to mankind and to strive for personal improvement. So now we understand what Freemasonry is and its history. we need to understand why it is divided into 3 different degrees. So let's delve a little bit further into the structure of Freemasonry. And we find that when it comes to the number 3, it holds special significance. And it does so in not just Freemasonry, but many philosophical and spiritual traditions. And in this Masonic context, it represents the holistic development of an individual. The first or entered apprentice degree focuses on the development of the body and the physical senses. The fellowcraft or second degree emphasizes the cultivation of the mind and the intellect. And the third or sublime degree of a Master Mason concentrates on the spiritual and moral aspects of one's character. And it's this tripartite structure that ensures Freemasons develop in a well-rounded manner, addressing all aspects of their being as they progress through each of these 3 degrees. It's also worth noting that the Master Mason degree is divided into 2 categories or 2 classes: Master Masons and Installed Master. The rank of Installed Master is reserved for those Master Masons who have taken on progressive office in their lodge and ultimately reach the Master's chair, becoming the head of the lodge or the worshipful master. And this additional level or rank of Master Mason represents a commitment to leadership and service within the fraternity. So now that we understand that there are 3 degrees in Freemasonry, we need to understand how those degrees are obtained. In order to reach any of these degrees, you have to go through a degree ceremony. And I want you to think of those degree ceremonies as plays, except you're the main character. And the specific details of that play are only reserved for those who have been through them. Because whilst it would be interesting to share what goes on in them, it really does spoil the experience. Imagine someone telling you all of the plot to Harry Potter or the Avengers before you've actually gone and seen it. It would actually ruin the movie. Now, what I can tell you is that each of the degree ceremonies do involve a ceremonial ritual that imparts moral and philosophical lessons, and every aspect of that ceremony is deeply symbolical. But throughout those ceremonies, you will also get communicated the secrets of that particular degree. And I'll go into the secrets in another video. They also get presented the tools that an operative stonemason would use if they were in a quarry, and get taught the meaning of those implements. They also receive different charges or lectures explaining to them more about the context of what it means to be a Mason in that degree. But the key thing to remember about each degree ceremony is that it builds upon the last, and it creates a progressive system where knowledge and understanding are gained gradually as the Mason advances through the degrees. Kind of like how you progress through any structured learning program. After you learn one thing, you now learn the slightly more advanced thing. And this approach ensures that Masons have time to fully absorb and reflect on the teachings of each degree, understand the significance and impact of the Masonic lessons that get given to them through their gradual revelation. And Masons are motivated to then continue on their Masonic education and personal development journey in order to continue with their learning. And this provides a sense of achievement and growth that's fostered as each of the members progress. And this system of progressive learning extends beyond the 3 basic degrees and encourages Masons to engage in lifelong study and contemplation of Masonic principles in a progressive manner. And as with any journey through the degrees, when you embark on this journey, you'll discover a carefully structured path to personal growth, ethical living, and a meaningful way to contribute to society. But remember, Masonic knowledge and its secrets are earned progressively and are revealed to only those who demonstrate proficiency in that degree before they can advance to the next degree. So the next step in this transformative journey awaits. And in the next video, I'll delve deeper into the first or entered apprentice degree and uncover the initial mysteries and teachings of Freemasonry that ceremony imparts.